Hi, my name is Cheryl and welcome to another Floral Share video. It is prom and wedding season, and guess what that means? Corsages. Let me show you how to make a beautiful corsage that anybody would be proud to wear. We're going to go step by step to give you professional results. We're going to make a bow, prep the wristlet, and then add flowers. It's going to be fabulous. Let's get started. Okay, so these are the supplies that you'll need for today's project. I know this looks like a lot, but what I'm just doing is giving you some options. Let's begin with ribbon. This is a number 3 ribbon. It's the classic size, easiest to find. This is wired. Wired is always easier to use than the satin. You'll need some sharp ribbon scissors. I always have dedicated ribbon scissors. Now I'm going to show you how to make your bow in your hands. If you find that to be too challenging, a bow maker is a fantastic tool, especially if you're going to be using more than one color ribbon. To tie your ribbon off, you'll want some wire. We're going to use a 26 gauge, a 24 gauge works as well. You can find it in these long pieces, or you can find it on a spool. Either one is perfectly adequate. So on to the actual wristlet. This is the most common kind that you're going to find. It's just a little elastic band. Many times this is your only option. It does work, especially for children, because it's got this little Velcro closure. I find it to be a little itchy. It's not my favorite. If you're lucky enough, you can find maybe a rhinestone or a pearl kind of band. I know that some of the craft stores carry this. You can also get it online. If you're in a pinch, I have a video that shows you how you can make a wristlet out of a simple scrunchie or maybe a little bracelet, and we'll put a link up. The next one you'll need is some waxed floral tape. So the next thing that you'll need is some floral adhesive. Oasis happens to be my favorite. I've tried some others. I'm not a big fan, mainly because the adhesion isn't quite as nice and it has a tendency to yellow. Oasis all day long. So the next thing that you'll need is a paper plate for dipping. Good sharp snips, love these. Let's get into the flowers. So you'll want some greens, something that's kind of wide. What you're going to be doing is covering your mechanics with this. This is an Israeli Ruscus. You can also use some Variegated Pittosporum. I love this with this little delicate variegation here. If you can't get your hands on some greens, go artificial. These are a lot of fun, and you might as well just use a fun color like the silver. Comes in lots of different colors actually. The next one is going to be your main flower. I love these baby roses, or spray roses, what they're actually called. Comes in lots of different colors and they really hold up all night long. After that, you'll want some filler flowers. Classic is baby's breath. There are some other fillers out there. I can't help myself. Love a little rhinestone or some kind of flou-flou, just to make it a little bit different, something special. And this is a nice way to introduce the color of the dress maybe. I don't like to be too matchy-matchy with the dress. Complement is always nice. You'll want a way to present your corsage. So I use a treat bag. It holds it nicely. So that's your supply list. Let's go. So to begin your bow, you'll want to measure down about 1/2 inch. With the little tail towards you, you're going to twist your ribbon. Then you're going to pull out about 2 inches of ribbon, fold it under, and catch it with that finger. Then you'll give it a twist, hold it with this finger, and then you'll pull out another 2 inches worth of ribbon, making a loop. Twist, and that is all that you're going to be doing to make a bow. Going to do 5 loops on each side. There's your loop. You've caught it. Going to do a twist, hold it, make a loop, catch it. Try to make them the same size. Give it a twist. All right, we've made that other loop. I'm going to twist. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, one more each side. Okay, now this can be a little bit tricky. You can leave it here or you can make tails. I'm going to pull it all the way around and catch it and twist. Let me cut this. And let me show you how to tie this off with your wire. It's really pretty simple. All you're going to do is take about 8 inches of your wire. You're going to slip it in between your fingers. Slip it under your thumb. And now we're going to catch it and twist. That is it for your bow. Next, I'll show you how to attach it to the wristlet. So you have your wires, your 2 little tails on either side. You'll take your wristlet. You'll see that there's 2 little prongs on either side. We're going to put this in the middle of your wristlet, and right in between these little prongs, I'm going to just twist it around. Super, super easy. Just like that. Let me do it on the other side. Right in between those little prongs. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Now, I don't want these little prongs. I'm going to fold them up just like that. Those are there if you actually wire your whole corsage instead of gluing it like we're going to do. That's it for bow assembly. Okay, now that we have our bow on our wristlet, I definitely want to cover up this metal part. I don't want any of the metal actually touching the skin. That's really uncomfortable. So what I'm going to use is our waxed floral tape. Remember, all you do is give it a little bit of stretch to release that wax. And what I'm going to do is wrap the ends of this, give it a little pull as I go. And then I'm actually going to move this underneath. I don't have to worry about the top part because we're actually going to cover that with leaves. And we're wrapping those prongs that we folded over. Let me just rip some of this off so we can get it to go all the way through. Sorry, sometimes these things are just too fiddly. And you can even do a second pass if you want. All the way through. And then just what you're doing, you don't want any of that metal or those wires that could possibly poke through. We'll finish it with one more little wrap, and we are done with prepping our wristlet. Now we're ready for greens. So I have introduced this little bracelet display. This is going to allow me to do a lot more hands-free work. So I'm just going to slip this around here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just pluck off some of these little greens. I want ones that are maybe a little bit on the smaller side. We'll use maybe about 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To make it a little bit more efficient, all I'm going to do is line these up. And then I'm going to snip the bottom off because I want a nice little flat surface because I'm going to glue that all the way around here. Put some glue down. You do have to work fairly quickly because this dries fast. All right, we're going to dip our leaf in and place them just so. We're going to move all the way around. Can move this so you can see it a little better and tuck him right in there. And you would do the same thing if you were doing your artificial leaves. Okay, and what that has done is covered up that wristlet. Give it a second to dry. We can move on to flowers now. So now it's time to add our main flower, these little spray roses. So what I'm going to do is give it a little snip. I'm going to cut all the way down. I want a nice flat surface here. And then if there are any bits of these guard petals that I don't like, I'm just going to pick them off. I think they're a little too dark. I'm going to go right here in the center with my first one. Let's give them a dip, generous dip, and right in the center. There we go. And you can see how using this little display and being hands-free completely makes it so easy. So for rose placement, we have 1 in the center. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe move that little piece of ribbon around and just hold it for a sec. And we're going to continue on with all the rest. Okay, last one. Okay, we're just going to hold them for just a quick sec. Maybe longer than a sec on that one. There we go. Okay, now it's time to add fillers. Okay, so our filler flower is Baby's Breath. And this is actually not much more than maybe 1/4 of a sprig to start. And what we're going to do is cut all the, oh, what's he doing getting away from me? I probably don't even need this much. We can just even pare down even further. Sorry, I hit the camera. There we go. And we're going to take that little end, pop him in our glue, place him right in between all the little flowers and all of the little loops of ribbon. And we're going to go all the way around and fill in all the spots. Just like that. And you can tell you don't need very much of this. You don't want to overwhelm your piece with too much of the fluffy stuff, but it is sweet as can be. Ooh. All right, now this is where you can just make it your own, as full as you like it. I think I've got another one right down and through here. Yeah, and I think that's probably enough. Now I can't resist a little bit of flou-flau, and that's what I'm gonna add next. So this is what I call a flou-flau. These are little pre-made bits of tulle. Sometimes they're rhinestones, sometimes they're little pearls. I just think they're so sweet. And they fill in a hole nicely. I cut it down here, add a little bit of glue, and I'm just going to put them here at the base. Again, you don't need too much of this. I don't want to overwhelm it, but boy, is it adorable. I think one up here would be cute. And this is where you can add a little bit of color. I always feel like complementing the dress and not matching the dress is important. So if they were wearing navy, maybe touches of silver would be sweet. If they're wearing black, you could actually add black in there. All right, I think just maybe 2 more. Oh yeah, so sweet. All right, so I don't want to go too overboard with the accents, but just a little bit of bling can certainly be fun. Kind of goes in with the band, having those little rhinestone bands. Let's do one over here. Oh yeah, too much fun. I think just a couple might be all this will take. Alrighty guys. That is our corsage.